Alright, now this is just gonna be a talk, little conversation. Yeah, I know it's a bad habit, damn it. I want to talk about us, who we are as a people. When the weakest of the humanoid, whatever the fuck you want to call them, first seen the Garden of Eden, I can't remember who the explorer was or whatever the fuck you want to call him, but he said he went across Africa and he never seen a beggar and he never seen a thief. Nobody was hungry. We lived with the earth. We built empires from earth. We spanned large areas of that land. As human beings. And the greed of the weak, we knew too much. How could we know so much stuff? How could we be doing surgeries? You know, when you think about some of the African rituals, the deformations of the skull, whatever, you cannot do that type of thing without understanding the human body fully. And see, they take those skulls and they use them skulls to claim outer space. Look at how they draw. You look at every description that they have of the alien. We were gods. We are still gods. We attain and retain knowledge. We just absorb it. We try to ignore the knowledge that our ancestors are trying to bestow upon us because of the conditioning of believing that white equals might. Now I say that to say this. All of us are not like that. Never in my life did I think one of them bastards was better than me. Never in my life did anybody who looked like me tell me that they were anywhere close to me. Us. There is nothing that they can do for this planet. Nothing. Except destroy it. Everything they touch dies. because they are not capable. They're not capable. Throughout history, every catastrophe has came at the hands of the whites. No matter how you slice it. No matter how you slice it. They are greedy and they're hollow. I heard a sister say that. She said they were hollow. And it makes so much sense because they try to absorb every culture and turn it into theirs. And they fail miserably. This country, this America, is 250 years old, and 230 of it is spent in conflict. Now you know damn good and well that ain't 20 years in a row. Year and a half spurt here, 2 years spurt there. Don't take too long to use up them little 20 years. We were in chains most of it. Then we get out of them. Hell, we was still in them. And we was fighting for this fucking country. Anytime we decide that we're going to fight for this country, we're fighting under the banner of oppression. Every time you look at that fucking flag, you need to understand that that flag was created under oppression. You can separate yourself if that's what you want to do. If you want to say, hey, look, I'm just going to fight for my country. Is it your country? When is it your country? It's only your country when it's time to fight. In their eyes. Your money don't matter. If it gets you into the neighborhood, fantastic. What the hell does that mean? That means you left another one of your people to fend for themselves. That means that you've got that colonial mindset. It means that you stopped being one of us and started becoming one of them. Token turkey giveaways are just that. It's no more than what the white does. If you know what you lacked growing up, and then you have the means to provide that thing that you lacked growing up, and you're not doing it for the community, ain't for me to say. Ain't for me to say. All I know is what I was taught. And from what I was taught, by my elders, by my mentors, and by my life, trust me, I can be an extremely hateful human being if it's necessary. But I'll only be that for my people. Never to them. I'm just an old country boy. I was born in 1964. The people that raised me were first generation out of slavery. You tell me how long ago that was again. That's the eyes I see out of. When I see these people that are in office right now and their followers, they have a sharper tongue, but they have a weaker constitution and a lower IQ than the fucking people that I had to deal with and those before me. When that civil rights propaganda came about, this shit wasn't for us. That was for presentation. You know what I mean? I had the civil right to get my ass stomped anytime they felt like it. I had the civil right to be arrested and I had the right to be told to take off running. And I had it easy. I had it easy. But trust me when I tell you this. These people ain't never, ever gonna be on your side. They ain't gonna ever want what's best for you. What's best for you is to stay behind them. They feel like they're above you because we've been carrying them. We've been carrying them. For 400 years, we've been carrying them. I will not act like there is some kind of superiority to their stupidity. If you can look throughout history and see nothing but catastrophe behind them, why wouldn't you think that we're about to have some kind of catastrophe if we try to follow them again? When they say make America great again, we know what they're talking about. Because we were the builders. We are who made it great. And that's what they want. Somebody that'll build them another empire. But it doesn't matter who they bring in. It doesn't matter who they deport or who they import. None of them can do what we do. No one is capable of doing what we do. And as African Americans, there ain't no tougher than us. There ain't no harder than us. We've been doing the creme de la creme of slavery. There was no slavery more vicious than the American slavery. None. And that's what we came through. 400 years of that shit. $400 of pure experimentation on how to destroy a human being, and they failed. Because we're above them. You can knock the bark off the tree, but you will not drop the tree. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my experience with these people. What I feel about those people and my people. The people who raised me were the men were hard as hell. They would tell me about fights in the juke joints. Two people with straight razors cutting the clothes clean off each other. Fearless. Standing on business. I heard a great uncle say, he said you could pull a 38 and shoot one of these motherfuckers. He said, you shoot them 4 or 5 times and they ain't stopping shit. He said, now you show somebody a pistol and they'll faint. Look, that's how hard them men were back then. He wasn't talking shit. That wasn't something he was saying to try to impress his friends. This was all family. We sitting in the kitchen. The men that raised me could look across a piece of ground, tell you exactly where that water was going to flow and exactly where to go to catch it. They could walk through the woods, see trees, not walk up to the tree, point at that tree and say, that one's good for next year. I'll leave them other ones for a couple more years. They'd stand out at the fence line and just watch the cattle or watch the animals and tell you, keep an eye on that one. I'll keep an eye on that until you're there. And sure as shit, whatever they said, you could believe in it. They were in tune with nature. I was in tune with nature. We lived in the country. Wasn't no concrete. Wasn't no pavement. There were rock roads and dirt fields. A lot of woods. And when they got us migrating into them cities to come into them factories to build them their cars so they can make them their money, that was a lot of money to us. That was a lot of money to us. As opposed to being in the field. That was to cut off our roots. We thrived in black communities. We lived good lives in the black community. It was when we strayed outside of it and got into that white community where trouble came. You know, there were just some stores and some products that you had to go outside of the community to get. That's when you can find your trouble. But life was good other than that. We were self-sufficient. Everybody cared about everybody. Everybody knew everybody. Hey, look. If I'm down at Trotter's place and I'm showing my ass, they're more than welcome to take that switch across it. And when I come walking up in the yard and I'm still rubbing my ass, they're already going to know why I was rubbing my ass. And if you ran off, there wasn't one house you could run by that somebody wasn't standing out there watching you. You try to cut down between the houses, cut through the hog pen. Yeah, I seen him. I seen him, he dank, come down there cutting through down there by the old hog. Oh yeah, they're coming to your house. Or coming up the fence line, they yell across the fence line. That information will beat your ass to the house. You can believe that. You won't be pulling up in the yard like you just been out jogging. That's where I grew up at. That's where we need to go back to. I'm telling you, life changed for the worse when it comes to our community when we started moving into their towns. Because when they stopped attacking us physically, they put that concrete and all that pavement down. Try to separate you from your roots. And they pump in your head what all they've done for you. It's what they've done to you. It's what they've done to you. I'm just no country boy. I ain't no prophet, I ain't no preacher. I'm just trying to connect you to where you come from, who we are. I don't ask for no money, I don't ask for no subscriptions, no likes, no nothing. It just needs to be recorded who we are. I got a crazy sense of humor. I will make fun of things, and you have to look. You have to pay attention. It might be on some shit I wore on a shirt. It might be something I say throughout that rant that lets you know whether I'm dead serious or whether I'm fucking around. And I do that for critical thinking. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you getting past what I look like to hear what I'm saying? Because I can get all prettied up. I clean up good. I do. Ain't no damn doubt about it. You gonna hear what I said any better? You gonna understand what I'm saying any better? Just a question. See, wisdom and knowledge are not quite the same. Wisdom is something you felt. Knowledge is something you know. Us old timers, we got wisdom. And we can appreciate every bit of knowledge that you have. We just hope that you don't have to have the same wisdom. We hope that your wisdom is greater than ours. Just like our ancestors wanted our wisdom to be different from theirs, progressed, integrated, to fight this evil that we're still fighting. Everything that comes before you is a testament to who we are. We can endure the most atrocious things that can be imposed upon a human being. And our knowledge and our ability to attain it, retain it, and there's no way growing up that I could have imagined how intelligent the young people who look like me are. I hear my childhood in the power of some of their voices. I hear the black power. It's got a little bit of new age to it, but the beat's still the same. But don't forget who we are, and don't get too comfortable with the whites. They're dangerous. They're imposters. They are not American. They're immigrant. They've never paid the price to be on this property. You know what I'm saying? If we had the same mindset that they do of oppressing, revenge, you'd only be able to find them in a book. That's not who we are. Doesn't mean we won't fight. We fought all through this shit. None of this shit was passive. So I hear some of these youngsters say, we ain't our ancestors. You're probably right. Because what you'll do with a pistol, we do with our bare hands. Because we couldn't carry them. Nah, we had a machete or something now. When we was coming up, they could do it in a parking lot. They doing it fucking where they felt like it. And you bet not have no damn weapon on you. So you're right. You're not like us. You are not us. And we're not you. And this is a different era. And you're where you are because we did what we did. I don't take offense to it. I just want you to understand it. There was a whole lot of fights before you got here. So you're welcome. You are the strain you are because of the strain we are. We are the strain we are because of the strain they were. So don't ever think that there was some kind of time in history that we were anywhere as close to anything other than that. We're the original warriors. And there ain't never been a passive fucking time in our life. There's never been a time that we were settled or all right with those people. I'm proud of you, and hey, I got your damn back. I got your front. We wasn't raised to be afraid. I'm 60 years old right now, and I'll still pitch with a few of these motherfuckers. I guarantee you that. We can go any direction they want to go. But I'm just an old country boy. I'm connected to my past, and I'm trying to connect you to it too. This ain't no I know better than you. I don't know better than you. I ain't living in this era. I lived in the last one. I can't keep up with y'all's lingo. Y'all talk smooth like they did back in the day too. That slick shit. And I'm all for it. Just use your language, your intellect, and your abilities to protect us, to lead us. Let's build this damn empire. Let's make these people footnotes in books. Something you have to search for to find them. Let's make this African America. Let's do a quiet elevation. Let's elevate.